Nice to make a decent amount from a small amount. Celtic and the young boys yesterday. This would have been a break even at 0-0. If you want to find out how I do that, then come along and join Football Trading Profits. And I'll explain it all. You could also get the free trading course and the Premier League research for Saturday and Sunday. Premier League is returning. Just be careful. Are we in what I call a sandwich weekend? Do we have more Champions League football coming up? Doesn't look like it, does it? A sandwich weekend would be, oh, we do. Look at this. Champions League on the Wednesday. All of the teams playing. So this is a sandwich weekend between Champions League, Premier League, Champions League. So these sides are going to be doubly affected. You saw the curse of the Champions League last weekend, didn't you? Well, watch out for it again. Aston Villa came from 2 goals down. Barcelona drew. I think Atalanta lost. Dortmund lost. Who else? Atletico Madrid lost. Girona lost. Arsenal threw away a 2-goal lead. Monaco lost. Feyenoord drew. Liverpool needed 2 late goals. Leipzig led a 3-goal lead slip. And all the rest. Young boys drew. Went at 1.3 favourite. So this is a pre and post Champions League weekend, making it very difficult. Come along. Get the Betfair trading course as well, and you'll get the Premier League research at least for Saturday and Sunday. And don't forget to join youtube.com/@footballtradingprofits if you want to join a live stream on Saturday and Sunday. We've been in great form for these live streams, and you also learn a lot of new trading techniques. Celtic and the young boys, nice break even. I'm not showing you how I did it because that would give the game away. That's for members only. And we also, did we lose Feyenoord and Bayern Munich? Well, that says we did, but we created a break even elsewhere, where even if Feyenoord won 3-0, we would break even. If you want to learn more about that, then come along. Take up the free trial offer. So we navigated it rather well yesterday. A lot of the odds on favourites delivering, which makes life difficult, of course, because you're looking at the upsets. This is the one we got involved in, Celtic and the young boys. And this one as well. Look at that, 3-0 win, and we broke even, effectively broke even. Fabulous stuff. Missed out all the fun here. Should have really taken on that Manchester City 2-goal lead. Really should. Disappointed I didn't. PSG are not one of those Ipswich Town sides that Man City are going to just ride roughshod over. Just turning the heater off. Still a bit nippy. I'll be in Thailand soon, so that'll be great. Real Madrid, job done. 106. Conceded a goal, but that's what you expect though. 106. You're expecting 4+ goals. 109. You're expecting 3+ goals. I missed this one, thankfully. Besiktas and Atletico Bilbao. I think I would have been with Atletico Bilbao here. Well, they did get the equaliser, so that would have been a possible trade out. 60th minute goal. It was emphatic stuff, really, from old Bez. Are they picking up some solid players like Fenerbahce and Galatasaray are? Ciro Immobile up front. So they're picking up some big names in Turkey, aren't they? They've got the special one. And I've got a very touchy mouse. Ciro Immobile, Rafa Silva. So some familiar names. Looking on to today, and it's predominantly Europa League. So that will mean it's predominantly in-play stats based, as yesterday's trading was. A lot of 5:45 kickoffs I'll be around for. The 5:45s in the Champions League haven't been able to yield a play yet. Bodo Glimt, season yet to begin. in the Norwegian Elite Serien. So they might be at a disadvantage tonight. Might be a little ring rusty. Porto, I think they lost at the weekend. Odds on favourites initially for me. I've done all the research for members. Man United, wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. It's as simple as that. Just unreliable. We did get the trade against Southampton because Southampton are unreliable. But Rangers are a bit more solid. They gave Tottenham something to think about. This is no gimme at all for Man United. Probably a match I won't touch. It's as simple as that. Although 9 times out of 10, Premier League versus SPL, you've got to be with the Premier League side. All Rangers have to stretch them up north is Celtic, and that's it, basically. And Dundee putting in a good couple of performances. English League One, we've got Wrexham and Birmingham. All right, mate. How you doing, mate? So let's have a look at Wrexham and Birmingham. English League One. Head off to soccerstats.com. If you want the research for the Europa League, you'll have to join footballtradingprofits.com. Premier League, Championship, English League One, Wrexham and Birmingham. Let's take a look at this one. The only real league match this evening. So it's going to be in-play stats based like it was last night. We did a really good job with Celtic. These two look in decent nick, don't they? Although Wrexham are doing all of their defeats, all of their losing away from home. And they're all, apart from one goal in it defeats. They look solid at home. Birmingham, well, 2 of their defeats have come away from home. Unbeaten in 14 at home, plays unbeaten in 10. Birmingham have scored in their last 8 away, unbeaten in 5 away. Wrexham have scored in the last 8 at home, last 11 overall. This is a tough match to unpack. These two are in such good form. I don't know if we could find a weakness. Weakness might come via the challenge table. It's a top 3 clash, and already Wrexham have beaten second, but they did lose 3-1 in their head-to-head to Birmingham. Birmingham, well, their 2 defeats have been 1 goal in it. Read into that what you will, but against the top 5, well, 1 goal in it, away wins. Both teams have scored in 4-5 matches against the top 8 away. We might see that this evening, but favouring Birmingham. But then, oh, excuse me. But then Wrexham keeping clean sheets against 4th, 5th and 7th. I bet you this is a 2.4 the favourite match, is it? 2.15 the favourite. Favouring Birmingham, the market. But it's kind of a match. I can't pick a weakness, I'm afraid. Don't forget, as a trader, you can pick your battles. You don't have to trade just because the match is on the telly. And that's it, really. 5-0 at half-time at home. 1 at full-time for Wrexham. We might see that second half. It's 50-50 scoring, pretty much for both sides. As we're a little young in the video, you could research Europa League based on Europa League form only. These previews do have an Achilles heel, and that is that they're looking at sides' recent form. That recent form may be in the league, in their domestic league. Not necessarily transferable to AS Roma, is it? From the Dutch Eredivisie, suddenly a Serie A side. That's the Achilles heel with these previews here. If you wanted to look at Europa League form alone, then it's a simple job. You go to today's date at uk.soccerway.com. Let's pick the AZ Alkmaar Roma match. Don't forget, Roma have a new manager, the old Tinkerman, Claudio Ranieri. He's unlocked their goal scoring, and how. So this is the great advantage of uk.soccerway.com. You can look individually by competition, and you can also filter by home and away. So AZ at home in the Europa League, looking pretty solid, albeit we've only got 3 recent matches. And the quality of sides, well, let's be honest, Fenerbahce and Galatasaray improving greatly, aren't they? Attracting some really high quality players, and Fenerbahce got the special one as well. Both teams have scored, but this is a big gap to 2021. Overall, They're on a run of 2 consecutive score draws. Ludogorets score draw, that's a bit poor form, really. Losing away to the Spuds and Atletico Bilbao, it just highlights that the Eredivisie can be a bit of a poor league. So home form and overall form. Home form sees both teams to score, with AZ not losing. But this is a step up, isn't it, to an Italian Serie A side. They did get a 1-1 against Napoli. Again, I got that very touchy mouse. Looking at Roma, don't forget the Tinkerman. We're looking at their Europa League form only, because they might have different tactics for Serie A. So I don't think we should really be lumping in Serie A form with Europa League form. From 2024, well, they're unbeaten in 4 matches. Got a bit of a both teams to score pattern here. That was a bit of a poor result. Would have expected them to get a better result against the Belgian Jupiler League side. But a 2-2 against the Spuds, that is very good. Coming from behind twice as well, Roma. 3 goals against Braga, who are a pretty decent unit in Portugal. But the red card did help matters, albeit they had already scored 2 goals prior to that. Away from home in the Europa League, score draw itis, which is the concern. But notably, not necessarily losing, and does suggest if AZ Alkmaar score first, Roma might be capable of getting out of jail. So that's how I would research the Europa League in isolation. What I'll do today, like I did yesterday, primary focus, if I can say the word primary, on odds on favourites. They'll be starred at uk.soccerway.com. They go into the My Games facility, like they did yesterday. All of these odds on favourites, all delivering. But what we were after was this: odds on favourite not delivering. And this, 0-0 at half time. This is why I do the odds on. We're looking to generate trading angles. So we've got our odds ons today in the Europa League. They will capture my attention first. So I'll see members of footballtradingprofits.com on Telegram from 5:45 tonight. Hope I can continue the good green screen run going. That break even. I don't want to show you how we broke even, but it's there. So you make a £42 loss there, a £34.96 profit there. I don't want to show you the market. That's for members only. Celtic, £27.74 with a £20 stake and covering the 0-0 as well. So for me, a very decent profit. Very enjoyable new technique I've uncovered for members of footballtradingprofits.com. So if you fancy joining, come along, free trial offer. At least take the trading course. It's completely free. And the Premier League research. If you like a punt on the Premier League, I'll do all the research for you for free. And I'll throw in over 2.5 goal stats as well, because at this stage of the season, you've got all of these stats at soccerstats.com, including over 2.5 goal stats as well. You go to the goals section and you can look at the stats by the teams. You can see 26 matches played. So these are going to be embedded stats. You can look by total season long. Look at that, 73% for Barnsley. You can put it in order of strength: Barnsley, Wycombe, Peterborough. You can look at the last 8 matches. This is recent momentum. 100% for Barnsley, and they're ticking the boxes in total and last 8. A side worth having on your side. Looking at the home sides at home in isolation, Barnsley as well, top the tree. Bolton, 71%. Reading next. And away side, away. Wycombe, 93%. Peterborough. And our old pals, Barnsley. So if there's one thing you can take out of this, Barnsley look very good for over 2.5 goals, don't they? I'll do this for you in the Premier League and stick it on the research I'll be sending out to your email address. Have a great day today. I will see members of footballtradingprofits.com from 5:45 tonight on our dedicated Telegram service. Let's hope we can keep the green screen run going. We've had a great week so far. just picking them out. We want to make a bit of cash every day without it costing too much liability. Have a great day, and I'll see members later on.